You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now you're acting.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Steelers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down now, it's Leonard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Tua. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Play action this time with Love. throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's complete, left side to Bateman. The numbers for Bateman in that game a week ago. 4 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And you can tell early they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for L.A. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Leonard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error pass. 4th down coming up. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On play action, Love to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll find Bateman once more. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our mind? Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield. Bakersfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Love now to pass on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. First down, Love to pass. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. Leonard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw now. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tua now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Tua. This one caught by Isabella. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He finds his man complete. That's Leonard. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, You know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
8 yards to go on second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll try the left side. It's Leonard. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to go up top again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Love now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play fake. Here's Love. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Love, they go play action now. Rolling to his left. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st and 10, Love finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for L.A.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Leonard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To throw is Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So this